What's going on, beautiful people? I hope you guys are doing excellent today. I am Carrington Brown, your relationship expert. And before we get started on today, for all of my beautiful people in the DFW Metroplex, or even if you're around in surrounding cities, I am having another One with Nature walk in Dallas on August 20th. I got a whole lot of emails, a couple from individuals who experienced it, but then a couple from individuals who wanted to experience it but ended up missing it. And they have been reaching out regarding, like, when am I going to do another one? And so August 20th, I'll be having or hosting another One with Nature walk, and it's an enjoyable experience, right? We walk, we talk, we laugh a little bit, but most importantly, we dig deep, we do work, and we create an environment where healing has permission to flow. And so, if you're interested in being a part of this experience, click the link in the description box below, and in doing so, you can reserve your spot, right? I only want a small, intimate group of people, and there are reasons behind that. And so, if you desire to be a part of it and don't want to miss this one, once again, click the link in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you August 20th on the One with Nature walk. Now, let's get into today's conversation, beautiful people. So what I want to do today is I want to give you guys my single people, right? Today's conversation, I'm coming talking to y'all, right? But what I want to do is give you guys three major tips that I believe that in the single season, if you apply it and you actually walk these three things out, it'll serve you in your single season. Right? I'm not saying it's going to get you married. I'm not saying you're going to meet your boo. What I'm saying is by you applying these things, you are going to serve you. You're going to benefit. You're going to grow. You're going to develop. You're going to progress from doing these things, right? And it'll set you up to max out your single season, right? So let's go ahead and hit these things, right? The first thing is this. When we look at experiencing your single season, when you're dating and meeting and connecting with people, one of the, beliefs that I want you to navigate with is the belief that it's okay if you're not the one. Right? As a single, I want you to be okay not being the one. And the reason why I said that is because even though that when we're in our single season, we desire to meet that one and be that one for somebody, if the primary focus is being the one, we can easily find ourselves in a situation where we're forcing ourselves to be the one for somebody, when in actuality, hey, they ain't the one. In partnership with that, if we always have to be the one, then when somebody says no, or when somebody says, hey, I appreciate the time, but I don't think this is going to work out between us, your heart will be broken. Why? Because you put the pressure on yourself of being one. It's very challenging and difficult to embrace dating and meeting new people and connecting with people when you put the pressure on yourself of always having to be the one. And so the first thing I want all my single brothers and sisters to do is be okay not being the one. Because once you do that, you remove a lot of pressure and you give yourself permission to enjoy the season of being single. Thing number two that I want to give you guys is this, all right? And it's an understanding and a perspective. You have little influence and control over when your single season ends, but you have full control over who you are when it ends. So focus on that. Right? I don't want you to focus as you're single on when is this going to end? When am I going to meet the person? How am I don't want you to focus on that. I want you to fix your focus on who do I desire to be when this season is up? When somebody proposes to me, when I propose to somebody, what is the man that I desire to be? What is the woman that I desire to be? Right? When we start dating and we start growing and building together, like, what version of me do I desire to be when I connect with this person? And you want to know that, and you want to begin being intentional, if you're not already, about molding and shaping yourself into that person, so that when you meet that season, or that you come to that season where the individual that you're desiring to be with, or you're supposed to be with, or that aligned person connects with you, you've been intentional about thriving and navigating and growing in this season of singleness to the point at which, hey, now I'm good. I'm good. I'm a version of myself that the person that I'm attracted to will be attracted to. And so I'm good and I'm confident. I'm enjoying this experience and I'm enjoying dating you, and we're growing and we're developing and everything is peachy. Why? Because I fixed my focus on myself, which I have control over, rather than the uncontrollable or the smallly controllable, which is, when that season is. Last thing is this. I want to encourage everybody that is single to create for themselves a singles bucket list. Right? I'm an advocate of maxing out your single season and enjoying that thing, because when you commit to a relationship, there are some restrictions and some boundaries that are put in place. And so when you're single, because you only have to consult you and God, you have the ability to just really live life how you want to live it, experience things, and just go places without having to consult a whole lot of people, right? Which is you and the spirit, you feel me? And so if you are single, I want you to be focused on maxing out your single season. Create for yourself a singles bucket list and check that thing off. And as you're doing something, and as you're doing things and experiencing these things, what you don't even recognize that you're doing is that the things on your bucket list, your singles bucket list, could possibly also be things that you desire to do in a relationship. Therefore, when we look at positioning yourself properly, by you being intentional about knocking off this bucket list and putting yourself in places and spaces and environments that you desire to be in long term over your life, you're unconsciously putting yourself in environments where that man or that woman would also be, right? The one that you're interested in, the one that you would like to be doing these things with, they're probably already doing those things. So by you positioning yourself, by you creating this bucket list and actually going to these places and doing these things, you're unconsciously putting yourself in an environment, place, and space to actually connect with the type of man and woman that you desire to be with unconsciously, right? So that's what I want you guys to focus on, right? Let's focus on maxing out our single season. Let's focus on creating that bucket list. Let's focus on being okay, not being the one. Let's focus on us. Let's just focus on you, yourself, and becoming the best version of yourself. So when you do connect with the person, the man, the woman, the individual that you desire to be in a relationship with, you're an attractive version to them, right? You're an attractive person to them, right? You're the person you need to be attractive to the person that you're attracted to, right? We want you to be that, right? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I hope it served you. Hope it blessed you. Once again, if you're interested in attending the One with Nature Walk on August 20th, click the link in the description box below. Go ahead and sign up, reserve your spot now before we fill up. Also, if you don't already, follow me on all social media platforms. I'm at TheCarringtonBrown. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love y'all. Holler at y'all later. Peace out.